Hi folks, this is Karim Raouf from IT Visualizer channel. They will continue our lab, the Matrix Labs, the video number 78. We have been discussing in the previous video the following. We are still working with the GPO ZOR report to discover the different problems concerning the group policies. The first problem was broken group policies, which we have discussed in the previous video, how uh, a problem will arise that a GPO is broken because maybe it is in the group policy management console and it is not in the sysvol folder, or the group policy exists in the sysvol folder and not existing in the group policy management console. Okay, so this we have discussed in the previous video. We have seen how this problem can affect the implementation of the group policy. We have exercises done, we have a lot of things done. One thing we need to know uh, uh, what this problem can do from a security perspective. So what I have a situation like that. A hacker can take advantage of something like that. So for example, if a group policy is not in the sysvol folder and in the group policy management console, can a hacker take advantage of that or the opposite? So let's see, ask AI tools to give us a security incident, okay, to uh, to see if a problem like that uh, can affect our security. Okay, so let's see and deep dive incident response, group policy synchronization failure leading to security breach. This is the main focus of the incident, that something like that can lead to a security breach. So let's see this and read it loudly, and we will see also the answer of Claude, and then after that we will go to another kind of problems that arises from the group policies. We will see that in a moment. So here you go, this is read loud, but let's go and
Components of a secure and resilient IT infrastructure. Messages beyond this point are only visible to you. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info.
so let's go. Here you go, this is the answer.
Deep dive incident response. Group policy synchronization failure leading to security breach. Incident overview. Incident title. Unauthorized access due to GPO synchronization failure between Active Directory and sysvol. Date of incident. March 12, 2023. Affected environment. Acme Corporation's Active Directory infrastructure. Summary. Acme Corporation experienced a security breach where an attacker exploited a synchronization failure between Active Directory, AD, and the sysvol folder, leading to unauthorized access and privilege escalation. The incident stemmed from discrepancies between group policy objects, GPOs, stored in AD and their corresponding content in sysvol. This deep dive provides an extensive analysis of the incident response process, including timelines, forensic artifacts, decision-making processes, and challenges encountered. It emphasizes the practical application of security principles and the complexities involved in real-world incident handling. Incident timeline. Date and time. Event description. Action taken. Tool/script used. March 12, 8 a.m. Security team received alerts of unusual user privilege escalations. Initial investigation initiated. SIEM system. March 12, 9 a.m. Identified discrepancies between GPOs in AD and sysvol. Assembled incident response IR team. INA. March 12, 10 a.m. Discovered missing GPO content in Sysful. Began forensic analysis. PowerShell scripts. March 12th, 12 p.m. Confirmed unauthorized GPO modifications and replication failures. Developed containment strategy. GPMC, RepAdmin, DFSR tools. March 12th, 1:30 p.m. Isolated affected domain controllers. Implemented containment measures. Network isolation procedures. March 12th, 3 p.m. Identified root cause. USN rollback on a domain controller. Planned remediation steps. Event viewer. RepAdmin. March 13th, 10 a.m. Restored Sysful replication and GPO synchronization. Executed remediation plan. Authoritative Sysful restore. March 14th, 9 a.m. Monitored systems for residual issues. Continued monitoring and validation. Monitoring tools, PowerShell scripts. March 15th, 2 p.m. Conducted post-incident review. Updated policies and procedures. Documentation updates. Detailed incident analysis. 1. Detection and initial response. Event. On March 12th at 8 a.m., the Security Information and Event Management (SIEM) system generated alerts indicating unusual privilege escalations for several user accounts. Users without administrative roles were suddenly granted administrative privileges. Actions. Alert verification. Security analysts verified the alerts to rule out false positives. Initial investigation. Checked recent changes in user account permissions. Hypothesis formation. Suspected unauthorized modification of GPOs affecting user rights assignments. Challenges. Time pressure. Needed to quickly identify the source to prevent further exploitation. Data volume. Large logs to sift through for relevant information. Tool/script used. SIEM system. For initial alerts and log aggregation. PowerShell command. PowerShell. Copy code. Hashtag retrieve recent changes to user accounts get event log. Log name security. Instance ID 4728. After get date.add days -1. Export CSV user group changes.csv. 2. Assembling the incident response team. Actions. Team formation. Included AD administrators, security analysts, network engineers, and legal counsel. Roles assigned. Clear responsibilities were defined for each team member. Decision-making process. Cross-functional collaboration. Ensured all aspects of the incident were addressed. Communication plan. Established channels for internal updates. Challenges. Resource allocation. Ensuring the right personnel were available. Coordination. Keeping everyone informed in a rapidly evolving situation. Tool/script used. 3. Initial analysis of GPO discrepancies. Findings. GPO mismatch. Detected GPOs present in AD but missing corresponding content in Sysful. Orphan GPOs. Some GPOs existed in Sysful without metadata in AD. Replication issues. Noted failures in replication between domain controllers. Actions. Inventory of GPOs. Compared GPOs in AD and Sysful. Replication status check. Assessed AD and Sysful replication health. Challenges. Complexity of replication mechanisms. Different replication methods for AD and Sysful. AD replication versus DFSR. Potential data corruption. Risk of further issues if synchronization was forced without proper analysis. Tool/script used. PowerShell script to compare GPOs. PowerShell. Copy code. Hashtag get GPOs from $80 equals get GPO. All hashtag get GPOs from Sysful $Sysful pose equals get child item //acme.local /Sysful /acme.local /policies single quote where object $_PS's container. Hashtag compare GPOs $missing in Sysful equals $add pose where object. Not. Test path //acme.local /Sysful /acme.local /policies $$ left parenthesis $__ID right parenthesis. $missing equals $sysful pose where object. Not $addPose.id contains $_name. Hashtag output results $missing in sysful. Select display name. ID $missing the select name. 4. Discovery of USN rollback. Findings. Event logs. Found evidence of a USN rollback on one of the domain controllers, DC3. USN rollback indicators. Event ID 2095. Logged in the directory service event log. Discrepancies in USN values between replication partners. Actions. Isolated affected domain controller. DC3 was taken offline to prevent further replication issues. Reviewed backup procedures. Identified that DC3 had been improperly restored from a snapshot. Challenges. Data integrity risks. Potential for divergent data across domain controllers. Restoration complexity. Needed to carefully plan the restoration to avoid data loss. Tool/script used. Event viewer. For analyzing directory service logs. Repadmin tool. CMD. Copy code. Repadmin/show REPL. 5. Containment strategy development. Actions. Isolated affected systems. DC3 remained offline. Network segments were monitored. Temporary measures. Blocked privilege escalation by disabling affected user accounts. Decision-making process. Risk assessment. Evaluated the impact of taking DC3 offline versus potential security threats. Stakeholder communication. Informed management and affected departments. Challenges. Operational impact. Some services relying on DC3 experienced disruptions. User frustration. Disabled accounts led to support calls. Tool/script used. Active Directory users and computers. ADUC for disabling user accounts. PowerShell command. PowerShell. Copy code. Hashtag disable affected user accounts $affected users equals get content. Affected users.txt for each $user in $affected users. Disable AD account. Identity $user. 6. Forensic analysis and evidence collection. Actions. Data collection. Gathered logs from all domain controllers. Disk imaging. Created forensic images of DC3 for analysis. Findings. Unauthorized access. Trace back to compromised credentials on DC3. Malicious activity. Detected scripts that modified GPOs to grant administrative privileges. Challenges. Preserving evidence. Ensuring data integrity during collection. Complex log analysis. Parsing large volumes of logs to identify malicious actions. Tool/script used. FTK Imager. For creating forensic images. Log parser. For analyzing log files. 7. Remediation planning. Actions. Decided on authoritative sysful restore to fix synchronization issues. Plan password resets for all administrative accounts. Decision-making process. Evaluated restoration options. Authoritative versus non-authoritative restores. Minimize downtime. Scheduled restoration during low traffic hours. Challenges. Risk of data loss. Needed to ensure no legitimate changes were overwritten. Communication. Coordinating with IT teams and users about upcoming changes. Tool/script used. DFSR tools. CMD. Copy code. Firmig/set global state 1 defertiag pol AD. 8. Remediation execution. Actions. Performed authoritative restore of sysful. Stop DFSR service on all domain controllers. Set the authoritative flag on DC1. Started DFSR service to replicate correct sysful content. Reset passwords. Enforced password changes for all users. Implemented multi-factor authentication, MFA, for administrative accounts. Challenges. Technical complexity. Ensuring correct execution of authoritative restore steps. User impact. Communicating password reset requirements to users. Tool/script used. DFSR, authoritative restore procedure. CMD. Copy code. Hashtag on DC1net, stop DFSR, ferdiag polad/member. DC1 ferdiag polad/member. DC2 hashtag set the authoritative flag, ferdiag backlog/set. Authoritative net start DFSR. PowerShell script for password reset. PowerShell. Copy code. Hashtag force password change at next logon for all users get e-user. Filter asterisk. Properties SAM account name for each object say user. Identity $_ its SAM account name. Change password at logon $true. 9. Validation and monitoring. Actions. Verified GPO synchronization. Ensure that GPOs in AD match those in Sysful. Check replication health across all domain controllers. Monitored for anomalies. Set up alerts for unusual account activities. Reviewed logs daily for a period following the incident. Challenges. Ensuring completeness. Needed to confirm all systems were back to normal. Maintaining vigilance. Preventing complacency after immediate threat was addressed. Tool/script used. Repadmin and DFSR tools. CMD. Copy code. Repadmin/REPL summary ferdiag replication state. PowerShell script to compare GPOs. PowerShell. Copy code. Hashtag verify GPO synchronization import module group policy $add pose equals get GPO. All $sysful pose equals get child item //acme .local /sysful /acme .local /policies single quote where object $_ PS's container. $edipo IDs equals $add pose .id GD $sysful IDs equals $sysful pose. Name $missing in sysful equals $IDs where object $_. Known $sysful IDs $missing equals $sysful IDs where object $_. Known $if IDs if $missing in sysful. Right host GPOs missing in sysful. $missing in sysful if $missing e. Right host GPOs missing in AD. $missing D. 10. Post-incident review. Findings. Root cause. Improper restoration of DC3 from a snapshot led to USN rollback. Security gaps. Lack of MFA and monitoring allowed the attacker to exploit compromised credentials. Recommendations. Update backup procedures. Prohibit use of snapshots for domain controller restoration. Implement MFA. Enforce multi-factor authentication for all administrative accounts. Regular audits. Schedule periodic reviews of GPO, synchronization, and replication health. Challenges. Policy enforcement. Ensuring adherence to updated procedures. Resource allocation. Assigning time and personnel for regular audits. Tool/script used. Documentation updates. Revise policies and procedures. Forensic artifacts and analysis. Artifact 1. Event logs indicating USN rollback. Location. Directory service event logs on DC3. Details. Event ID 2095 indicating USN rollback. Analysis tool. Event viewer. Artifact 2. Unauthorized GPO modifications. Location. Sysful folder discrepancies. Details. Missing or extra GPO content compared to AD. Analysis tool. PowerShell scripts. GPMC. Artifact 3. Malicious scripts found on DC3. Location. Hidden directories on DC3. Details. Scripts that modify GPOs to grant admin rights. Analysis tool. FTK Imager. Anti-malware tools. Decision-making processes and challenges. Challenge 1. Isolation of DC3. Decision. Isolate DC3 despite potential service disruptions. Rationale. Prevent further replication of corrupted data. Challenge 2. Authoritative versus non-authoritative restore. Decision. Chose authoritative restore to ensure SysVol consistency. Rationale: needed to overwrite corrupted SysVol data on other DCs. Challenge 3. Communicating with users. Issue: needed to inform users about password resets and account disablements. Solution: sent clear communications explaining the situation and steps users needed to take. Practical application of security principles. Principle 1. Least privilege. Issue: users gained administrative privileges due to GPO modifications. Action: reviewed and tightened user rights assignments in GPOs. Tool/script used. GPMC: to edit GPOs and adjust user rights. Principle 2. Defense in depth. Enhancements: multi-factor authentication, implemented for all administrative accounts. Improved monitoring, enhanced SIEM rules to detect unusual activities. Principle 3. Proper backup and recovery procedures. Issue: improper restoration led to USN rollback. Action: updated backup policies to use only supported methods for DC recovery. Principle 4. Regular auditing and monitoring. Action: established regular checks for GPO, synchronization, and replication health. Incident response workflow summary. Preparation: ensured incident response plan was in place. Maintained up-to-date contact lists and communication channels. Identification: detected unusual privilege escalations via SIEM. Confirmed discrepancies between GPOs in AD and SysVol. Containment: isolated affected domain controller. Disabled compromised user accounts. Eradication: removed malicious scripts from DC3. Performed authoritative SysVol restore. Recovery: restored normal operations. Monitored systems for any residual issues. Lessons learned: identified need for improved backup procedures. Implemented security enhancements and updated policies. Tables of key information. Table 1. Tools and scripts used. Tool/script. Purpose: SIEM system. Alerting and log aggregation. PowerShell scripts. Data extraction and analysis. Repadmin. AD replication status and management. DFSR tools. SysVol replication management. FTK Imager. Forensic imaging. Event viewer. Log analysis. GPMC. GPO management. ADUC. User account management. Log parser. Parsing large log files. Anti-malware tools. Detecting and removing malicious software. Table 2. Key commands and their functions. Command/script. Function: get event log, log name security, instance ID 4728. Retrieve security event logs for group changes. Get GPO all. Lists all GPOs in AD. Get child item /acme.local/sysvol/acme.local/policies single quote. List GPOs in SysVol. Repadmin/show REPL. Shows AD replication status. FerdiAg replication state. Displays DFSR replication state. Disable AD account. Identity $user. Disables specified user account. Set AD user. Change password at logon $true. Forces user to change password at next logon. Authoritative SysVol restore commands. Restores SysVol replication. PowerShell scripts for comparing GPOs. Identifies discrepancies between AD and SysVol. Conclusion and lessons learned. Key takeaways. Importance of proper restoration procedures. Avoiding USN rollback by following supported backup and restore methods for domain controllers. Criticality of monitoring. Early detection through SIEM alerts was crucial in mitigating the incident. Need for regular audits. Periodic checks of GPO synchronization can prevent or quickly identify issues. Action items. Update backup policies. Disallow the use of snapshots for DC recovery. Train staff on proper restoration procedures. Implement security enhancements. Enforce MFA for administrative accounts. Strengthen password policies. Schedule regular audits. Use scripts and tools to monitor GPO synchronization and replication health. Enhance user awareness. Educate users on security best practices and incident reporting. Appendices. Appendix A. Authoritative SysVol restore steps. Stop DFSR service on all DCs. CMD. Copy code. Net stop DFSR. Set the primary DC as authoritative. CMD. Copy code. FerdiAg poll AD/member DC1. Modify the registry on the primary DC. Navigate to SQL. Copy code. HKY_local_machine /system /current control set /services /DFSR /parameters /sysvols /migrated. Set sysvol ready to 1. Start DFSR service. CMD. Copy code. Net start DFSR. Force replication. CMD. Copy code. FerdiAg sync now /partner. DC2/RG name. Domain system volume. Appendix B. Updated policies and procedures. Backup and recovery policy. Only use system state backups for DC recovery. Regularly test backup restoration procedures. Security policy enhancements. Enforce MFA for privileged accounts. Implement strict password complexity requirements. Final thoughts. This incident highlights the complexities involved in managing Active Directory environments and the critical nature of proper procedures and monitoring. Synchronization issues between AD and SysVol can have significant security implications. By applying security principles diligently and leveraging appropriate tools and scripts, organizations can effectively respond to and mitigate such incidents. Remember, regular maintenance, adherence to best practices, and proactive monitoring are essential components of a secure and resilient IT infrastructure.
Very, very good answer and detailed one, and put us in the situation where a real hack happens because of a USN or Active Directory database restore. So this restoration makes some thinking between the Active Directory and the sysvol folder, and from it there was a security gap. The hacker managed to modify some group policies to take some or to give some users, normal users, administrative privileges. So this is very, very important. One thing, not to restore Active Directory database using the snapshots. Okay, we can do this using the Microsoft Steps authoritative restore or something like that. There is a certain way to restore the Active Directory database, not by using snapshots from any hypervisor, for example, snapshot of VMware or a snapshot from Hyper-V. So this is very, very detailed one. If we go to Claude, even though this seems to be a very, very good scenario, but he didn't use GPO-ZOR commands to solve the issue. So if we go to Claude and see the case, here I think I will present a detailed incident response analysis involving group policy storage inconsistency that cause widespread user login issues. The case demonstrates the critical relationship between AD and sysvol storage. I think here is not talking about a security incident, but a case where inconsistency between the Active Directory and sysvol folder led to widespread user login issues. So deep dive, the case of vanishing security policies, incident overview, initial report, date October 15, 2023, time 8:45 a.m. EST, severity critical, impact 2,500 users across 3 regional offices, symptoms user unable to log in with correct credentials. Initial detection and trig, used Windows event log. So here it's checking the event logs. Initial event log analysis, 805.1030 group policy, security policy processing failed, 846.1129 authentication account lockout threshold mismatch, 847.1135 group policy path not found in sysvol folder. So you see a lot of things here: group policy not applied, missing group policies in sysvol folder. So this indicates a missing group policy, and account lockout. Maybe this policy is related to lockout or a security policy. Let's see the other investigation. So he's using GPO Zor module get broken. So here he has identified that there is a problem with one of the group policies. So he's getting GPO broken policies, verbose, and exporting it to CSV file and see the broken group policies. Phase 2 investigation, PowerShell AD replication status. So he's seeing here maybe here is the replication of the Active Directory, not the replication of the sysvol folder. So he's seeing here maybe there is a problem concerning the replication of the Active Directory database, and maybe this group policy didn't replicate in the Active Directory database. Okay, before he will go after that to see if it is replicated in the sysvol folder, but here first he's checking the first thing if there is any replication issue between the domain controllers concerning the Active Directory database. Here we can see DC1, we have DC1 to DC2, we have no failing objects. DC2 to DC3, we have 15 failing objects. So this indicates something that DC3 may be having some issues with DC2. Okay, but we can see that DC3 doesn't have any replication issues with DC1. So maybe DC2 is the problem, because DC1 and DC3 doesn't have any issues, but DC2 is having issues, I think. Well, even is having successful with DC2, so maybe the issue is with DC3, or I think DC2 will be the issue here. But let's see the analysis. Use the FR management console to check the FSR log, backlog, so and so, sending member the receiving member. So he's indicating that the problem is between DC1 and DC2. I think no, the problem is with DC2 and DC3. Okay, so let's see DFR, so and so, say checking the logs of the DFSR or the replication logs between the DC1 and DC2 concerning the sysvol folder. Just wait for a moment, guys. So let's continue, guys. Here is checking the DFSR backlog. Then the phase of cause analysis. Here is stating the GPO state analysis. Active Directory, we have 150 group policies found, 150 mismatch 15. Okay, we have sysvol folder 150 found expected, so we have expected 150 and we found 150, but there is mismatch between the sysvol and the Active Directory for 15 group policies. Okay, and they are all missing from the sysvol folder. So we have 150. Seems they have discrepancies between them. We have 15 which are missing from the sysvol folder. Okay, 15 group policies that are in the Active Directory but missing from the sysvol folder. Replication, there is no delay. Okay, so maybe this indicates that there is a hacker that has deliberately deleted these group policies from the sysvol folder. Let's go and continue the analysis. Here, use PowerShell GPO Zor detailed analysis. Group policy, here analyzing GPO permissions and consistency. Get GPO Zor permission consistency, so and so, inconsistent, and then we will see. Maybe also he is checking the permission consistency between the Active Directory and the sysvol folders, the permissions on the Active Directory database and the permissions on the sysvol folders. So anyway, we will continue the analysis. Impact assessment, affected systems and policies, security policies. One of these policies from the 15, I think, was the security policy. Okay, one of them. Okay, and this is affecting 2,500 users. We have 1,200 system affected. Login scripts medium, 500 to 200. Mapped drivers low. So the 15 group policies are in these areas: security policies, login scripts, mapped, drivers, which is very, very critical, by the way. I think all of them are important, but this is the most critical one. Okay, use PowerShell custom impact analysis script. Custom impact analysis, get users filter, get GPA Zor login, user SAM account has issues. I need to know what does GPO Zor login command do exactly. If we go and see the appendix of something like that, if we go to GPO Zor, here are the documentation, and if we go to get GPA Zor login, if we go further, GPA Zor, where is get the login? Get GPA Zor, what is the name exactly here? It is get so logon. Okay, where is the logon? Invoke. I cannot see this command. If we go further, okay, where is the get broken, get dictionary, get duplicate, get inheritance, get link, get GPO Zor net login, permissions, analysis, consistency, summary, GPO updates, WMI. So I can see something like that. Maybe it is net login, maybe. So okay, this seems to be a hallucination. Maybe this command get GPA Zor login. Let me try to see if it is there already. Copy. Maybe it is in something, but I can't see it. Okay, here we go. Do like that. So I think it is not there. So anyway, I think this is not the correct, even though I am feeding him up with all of the commandlets. But anyway, this is to get, he's trying to get users login, maybe, but I think net login, maybe not login, net login will be the one is correct. Okay, so you can try it and see. And then the redemption steps, remediation plan. First of all, backup current status. You need to back up all of the group policies. Risk low 30 minutes. Stop DFSR to stop the replication of the sysvol folders. Force AD replication. Okay, you force replication. But I think before that we need to fix the issues with the sysvol folder and then replicate the Active Directory database. Restore missing GPOs 1 hour through the GPO Zor, backup and restore. Verify consistency between the permissions of the group policies on the Active Directory database and the permissions of the group policies on the sysvol folders. Okay, let's see how he will solve the issue. First, to back up all of the group policies, then stop DFSR, then false replication between all of the domain controllers concerning the Active Directory database. Then he is restoring the missing uh, uh, group policies folders in the sysvol. Okay, he is restoring, and then he will fix the broken GPO. So after restoring the missing sysvol folders for the missing group policies, he will restore or he fix the broken issues between the two. Okay, then validation. He will see successful 99%. So, but he have stopped already the DFSR. He need to restart or then to open the DFSR again. So I think there is a missing one here. Okay, so he is saying user login successful after solving this issue. GPO application issues 2 normal, policy consistency, replication health. So PowerShell validation script, comprehensive validation, GPO consistency, get GPO broken. Okay, get replication status for the Active Directory, get the replication of the sysvol folder. Also, there is a command in the GPO-ZOR to do that. I am confirm this command. So lesson learned. Again, I think he is missing here a point. Just if you stop the DFSR, you need to restore it back. Okay, so after doing that, you need to have maybe 6 steps to open the or restore or open the service back again. Okay, to replicate the missing GPO folders. Okay, anyway, so he's saying this lesson nerd. Finding no GPO backup strategy, you need to implement the daily backups. Implementation time 1 week, so backup every 1 week. Poor monitoring, high deploy GPO health monitoring 2 weeks. Inconsistent permissions, standardized GPO permissions 3 days. DFSR configuration issues, optimize DFSR setting 1 week. Then tools used, PowerShell monitoring implementation. Create a schedule task for daily GPO health. Okay, GPO health, where is the GPO health? Where is the script itself? Okay, I think he didn't give us the script. He is giving us the task, schedule task, how to create the schedule task. So here he didn't give us. Okay, he's giving us the monitoring script. I think here it is. Preventive measure. This is the monitoring script, which I think will be here. GPO health, maybe. Yes, this is monitoring implementation. So this is the script. Okay, I think he is listing it down there. Okay, create monitoring script, daily health check. Yes, so he's putting it down and putting the schedule task up. So all of these, get GPOs or broken, permissions, sysvol replication, monitoring, export to monitoring system. If you have a monitoring system, he will export it as a JSON file. And if there is a broken or any issues concerning this GPO health check, he will send an email to the admin. I think you need to revise these scripts just to make sure that they will work. But anyhow, I think it's a good exercise. It gives us some issues concerning how to fix problems concerning the replication and the discrepancies between the Active Directory and the sysvol folder. And he's using GPO-ZOR as his main tool, but in ChatGPT he didn't use GPO-ZOR commands. These insights highlight the critical nature of GPO storage consistency and the importance of proactive monitoring. The primary lesson was that regular automated health checks could have prevented the widespread impact of this issue. Each phase of the response utilized specific tools and scripts, with GPO-ZOR proving invaluable for both detection and redemption. This incident also led to improved monitoring and backup procedures to prevent similar issues in future. Okay, so this seems to be a good exercise, security exercise. So we will leave this point. So now we have finished the broken group policies issue. Now we can go to the group policy broken links. Okay, this is very simple. When you delete a group policy, sometimes the link of the group policy to a certain OU is not deleted, even though you deleted the main or you deleted the group policy itself. So when GPO is deleted, collect it usually is removed from AD and sysvol, and any link to it is also discarded. Unfortunately, this is true only if the GPO is created and linked within the same domain. So if you are linking a GPO to an OU in another domain, okay, when you delete the GPO, still the link to this OU in the other domain is there. If GPO is linked in another domain, this leaves a broken link hanging on before it was linked. Additionally, the remove GPO commandlet does not handle site link detections, which cause dead links to be stuck on sites until they are manually deleted. This means that any GPO deleted using PowerShell may leave a trail. So, if you have a GPO that is linked to an OU or to another site or another domain, okay, and you deleted it, the link to this OU or site is not deleted. So how we can safely delete a GPO? He is referring to that through the GP or Group Policy Management Console. So first, what you need to do, if there is a GPO is linked to an OU in another domain or site, you unlink first the GPO and then delete the GPO. Okay, you can delete it, and safely you can delete it from the Group Policy Management Console. Do not use the remove GPO commandlet. So this is what he's talking about. He is seeking from this report to see if there is any broken group policy links. Okay, and this situation happen when you are linking a GPO to an OU in another domain, or to OU in another site. So this is what this test is seeing. I don't have any broken links, so I will get to you guys again back. So let's continue, guys. Here we'll begin a new topic concerning the GPO Zone report, the group policy broken links. We have discussed what is the group policy broken links, and we need to have some exercises and more explanation from our AI tools. So if you go to ChatGPT o1 and try to ask it to explain this topic, let's see what will be the answer.
Understanding Group Policies, GPO, Broken Links. In Active Directory, AD, Group Policy Objects, GPOs, are used to manage configurations and settings for users and computers. Sometimes, due to deletions or changes in the AD environment, links between GPOs and their targets, like organizational units, OUs, or sites, can become broken. What are broken links? A GPO broken link happens when a GPO that was linked to an OU, domain, or site is removed or becomes inaccessible. Despite the GPO being deleted, its link remains in AD, pointing to nothing. This creates dead links, which can clutter the AD environment and lead to confusion or inefficiencies. How it works in AD. GPO creation and linking. A GPO is created and linked to an OU, domain, or site. The link allows the GPO settings to apply to users and computers within the target scope. GPO deletion without proper cleanup. If a GPO is deleted but the link isn't removed, the AD still maintains a reference to the missing GPO. This results in a broken link because AD can't resolve the GPO settings. Challenges with cross-domain linking. If a GPO is linked across domains, e.g., from domain A to domain B, deleting the GPO in the originating domain leaves a broken link in the other domain. Real-world scenario. Imagine an organization with the following setup. Ou structure. Ou igual marketing. Ou igual finance. Ou igual hora. GPO application. A GPO, named Printer Settings, is created to manage printer configurations and linked to OU equals marketing. Later, IT decides to centralize printer management and deletes the Printer Settings GPO. However, the link to OU equals marketing isn't removed. Now, users in the marketing OU no longer get the intended settings. The AD console still shows a reference to Printer Settings linked to OU equals marketing, confusing admins. Troubleshooting becomes harder as broken links may obscure the actual cause of the problem. Common pitfalls to avoid. Neglecting link cleanup. Always remove the link when deleting a GPO. Use tools like the Remove GP Link PowerShell commandlet to ensure clean removal. Lack of documentation. Document your GPO links and dependencies. Without clear records, it's easy to miss critical links during deletions. Ignoring cross-domain dependencies. Cross-domain links require special attention. Ensure both domains are aware of changes and maintain proper communication. Not using automation. Tools like GPOzor can help identify and clean broken links systematically. Automating these checks saves time and reduces errors. Failing to test changes. Before making GPO changes, test in a controlled environment to avoid unintended disruptions. Proactive steps to manage broken links. Run regular health checks. Use PowerShell or tools like GPOzor to identify and fix broken links. For instance, PowerShell, copy code, invoke GPOzor, type GPO broken link. This command identifies links to non-existent GPOs. Backups before changes. Backup your GPOs and document links to revert any accidental deletions. Audit changes. Implement change management to track GPO creation, modification, and deletion. By understanding and proactively addressing broken GPO links, you can maintain a cleaner and more efficient Active Directory environment, making it easier to troubleshoot and manage configurations.
This is a very, very good answer, as we can see here. But one thing we need to just put a little bit of a note on it. When you use remove JP link to remove GP link or remove GPO. Okay, remove GP link. Okay, this to remove the link. But anyway, there is a recommendation here that not if you are using remove GPO, you need to make sure not to use this command to remove the GPO and the link when the GPOs are linked to another domain. Okay, so just to make sure. But I think this is remove GP link. I think this is a different command. Let me see if I can ask Copilot to see that, if this thing exists or this command exists. Okay, it is used, okay, to remove a link between okay, so that's it. You can use it to remove bad links, okay, or remove unremoved or neglected GPO links. Okay, so this is a good thing. Let me see if we can go further. So here, this is the answer of ChatGPT for all. Let's go to Claude and see the answer. Here I'm asking it also to explain the GPO broken links subject. So he say, let me explain this concept in a way that's easy to understand for someone just learning Active Directory and group policy management. Think of group policy objects like instruction manuals in a large company with multiple office buildings. Each building domain has its own library, Active Directory, and copy room sysvol folder where these manuals are stored. So GPOs are manuals that are stored in a building, which is the domain, which have a library, which is the Active Directory, and a copy room. So the manuals are in the library and the copy rooms in a building. Okay, so this is how we make an analogy concerning the group policy, and group policy is instructions, okay, or rules that everyone stick to it, okay, users or computers. Real world scenario, let's say you are managing Contoso Corporation, which has two domains, contoso.com main office, europe.contoso.com European office. You create a printer configuration GPO in the main office called US printer setting, and decide to also use it in the European office. So you have made one in the main office, okay, it's US printer setting, and you link it to an OU in the main office and link it to an OU in the remote domain or in the subdomain. Okay, so say you can also decide to use it in the European office. Here what's happened: location contoso.com GPO exists in Active Directory, the database exists in sysvol folder. It is linked to OU accounting. I think this is linked to the main office, okay, OU accounting in the main office. Here is a situation: location europe.contoso.com GPO doesn't exist there. Only a link is created pointing to the original GPO, okay. Link is created to point to the original GPO. I think here he is linking it to an OU in a remote or cross domain, okay. Link it to point it to original, okay, that's it. Now here is where things go wrong. When you delete the GPO in contoso.com, remove, this is the command to remove US printer setting from the main domain. What actually happens? GPO is removed from Contoso Active Directory, removed from Contoso sysvol, links are removed in contours.com. Links remain in Europe. This is the problem, okay? So we need to make sure when we delete it that the link is not still there in europe.contours.com. Okay, so common pitfalls to avoid: not checking for cross-domain links. So you can use this command for GPO-Zor to check for broken links and fix it. Before deleting a GPO, check for the links in other domains. Okay, this is it. Or simply, you can unlink the group policy from all of the OUs that you have it attached to, and then you can delete the GPO safely. Okay, use remove GPO for site link GPOs. I think this is not correct because he is saying in the recommendation not to use it when you are removing GPOs linked to remote sites. So this is not this is a wrong approach. Saying use removing GPO. This is common pitfall. So you should not use this command when removing GPOs linked to remote sites. Okay, better approach to use GPO Zor linked so and so. So this is GPO Zor linked site. Okay, so this is a command different than broken. So I think this is different. GPO Zor link, GPO Zor broken link. Let's see the reference here in the manual. So if you go to GPO Zor link, here is the command. Here you go. This is it. This I think will description, if there is anything. I think this will list the links. Okay, group policy links. Let's see to the broken. I think is simple. GPO broken link. Here it is. Okay, find APO does not have a matching GPO link does not have a matching GPO. Already removed. Okay, GPO. Okay, so this is the command used there, but GP link, I think it will see the links. Okay, this is will let you see the group policies that are linked to a site. Okay, so here you are telling him to get links, GPO links in a site, not in a domain. Okay, so and export it. This is very, very good. Then no verifying deletion success. After deletion, verify no remnants exist. This to check for broken links and broken group policies, the same. So if they are checking if they are removed from the Active Directory and not removed from Sysvol, and the opposite. So this is a good approach. Okay, best practice: document before deleting. So export current GPO status. This is the printer setting, and export its configuration, and then you can get who it is linked to, and then also export to the links, and then create a pre-deletion checklist, backup the GPOs, document all links, check for cross-reference links, check for site links, remove links first. This is the most important one. Delete GPO, verify deletion. Okay, use safer deletion process, backup using the GPO Zor, site links, get the links to this or the links that are for this GPO. This GPO is linked to how much we use. Okay, step 3, remove the links first, which is here a better approach. Remove GPO so and so, and then get GPO broken links. Okay, so this is a good approach. Okay, backup, then get the links, then remove the GPO. If there is any remnants, it will be removed by the last step. Okay, recovery plan: if something goes wrong, identify broken links. Okay, we have the option to do that. Clean it up manually, repair broken links. So this is the get broken links, and this is the repair broken links. Okay, so we have two different things. This is get and this is repair. So we have a very, very good explanation concerning this topic using GPO Zor. And at the end, remember, the key to successful GPO management is understanding the group policies operate at multiple levels: AD, Sysvol, links, and cross multiple domains. Always take a caution, documented approach to GPO deletion, especially in multi-domain environments. Think of it like demolishing a building. You need to check for all connections, power, water, gas, before taking it down. Missing one connection could cause problems elsewhere in the city infrastructure. Just like missing a GPO link could cause issues in another domain. So this is a good explanation concerning this topic. I think we have reached 1 hour, but let me first show you all if we need to have an exercise concerning this topic. So we need to have an exercise to uh, see how we can troubleshoot broken links. Okay, so this is an exercise. If you can go and read it loudly. Here I'm asking it to give me 6 exercises just to uh, to have an idea about the topic that we are talking about, or to exercise ourselves on this topic exactly, specifically, sorry.
Set of hands-on exercises. Managing and troubleshooting GPO broken links. Prerequisite environment. A virtual lab environment with Windows Server 2019 or later with Active Directory and Group Policy Management Console, GPMC, installed. A test Active Directory domain, e.g., testlab.local. At least 2 organizational units, OUs, and several test users and computers. Remote Server Administration Tools, RSAT, installed on a client machine. PowerShell installed with administrative rights. Exercise 1. Understanding GPO linking in Active Directory. Objective. Learn how to create and link a GPO to an organizational unit. Scenario. The marketing department needs a new policy to configure their desktop backgrounds. Create and link a GPO named Marketing Desktop Policy to the Marketing OU. Steps. Open the Group Policy Management Console, GPMC, on the domain controller. Right-click the Group Policy Objects node and select New. Name the GPO Marketing Desktop Policy. Right-click the Marketing OU and select Link an existing GPO. Select Marketing Desktop Policy and click OK. Edit the GPO. Navigate to User Configuration, Administrative Templates, Desktop Wallpaper. Enable the policy and specify a path to a shared wallpaper image, e.g., /testlab.local/share/wallpaper.jpg. Expected outcome. The GPO Marketing Desktop Policy is linked to the Marketing OU. Users in the Marketing OU see the specified wallpaper applied. Verification. Log into a test user account in the Marketing OU and confirm the wallpaper is set. Exercise 2. Detecting broken GPO links. Objective. Identify and review broken GPO links in Active Directory. Scenario. A GPO link to the Sales OU has been deleted, leaving a broken link. Detect and document the issue. Steps. Open GPMC. Expand the domain, navigate to the Sales OU, and review linked GPOs. Use PowerShell to detect broken links. PowerShell. Copy code. Get GPO report. All. Report type HTML. Path C:\temp\GPO report.html. Open the report in a browser and look for errors in the link section. Expected outcome. A broken link is identified in the Sales OU. Verification. Confirm the missing GPO in the PowerShell output or HTML report. Exercise 3. Removing broken GPO links. Objective. Remove a broken GPO link from an OU. Scenario. After identifying the broken link in the Sales OU, remove it to clean up the environment. Steps. In GPMC, right-click the Sales OU and select Group Policy Inheritance. Right-click the broken link and choose Delete. Confirm the deletion. Expected outcome. The broken GPO link is removed from the Sales OU. Verification. Refresh the GPMC and confirm the link no longer appears. Exercise 4. Automating GPO broken link detection with GPOzor. Objective. Use GPOzor to automate detection of broken links. Scenario. Automate regular health checks to detect broken GPO links in the domain. Steps. Install the GPOzor module. PowerShell. Copy code. Install module. Name GPOzor Force. Run the following command to detect broken links. PowerShell. Copy code. Invoke GPOzor type jailbroken link verbose. Review the generated HTML report. Expected outcome. The HTML report highlights all broken links in the domain. Verification. Open the report and verify broken links are listed under GPO broken link. Exercise 5. Troubleshooting GPO application failures. Objective. Troubleshoot why a GPO is not applying correctly. Scenario. Users in the ITOU report that a policy for disabling USB ports is not working. Steps. Use the resultant set of policy, RSOP tool. Run RSOP.msc on an affected computer to review applied policies. Use PowerShell to review the GPO. PowerShell. Copy code. Get GPO. Name, USB policy, get resultante policy. Computer name, testpc1. Investigate permissions. Check if authenticated users or the domain computers group has read and apply group policy permissions on the GPO. Expected outcome. The root cause of the issue, e.g., missing permissions, is identified. Verification. Fix the issue and confirm the GPO applies correctly. Exercise 6. Best practices for GPO management. Objective. Learn best practices to manage and maintain GPOs. Scenario. Optimize the GPO environment by consolidating unused or redundant GPOs. Steps. List all GPOs using PowerShell. PowerShell. Copy code. Get GPO. All select object, display name, GPO status. Identify GPOs with no settings or unlinked GPOs. PowerShell. Copy code. Get GPO. All where object $_.gpo status. EQ. All settings disabled. Document and remove unused GPOs. Backup GPOs before deletion. PowerShell. Copy code. Backup GPO. All. Path C:\temp\GPO backup. Expected outcome. Unused GPOs are removed and the environment is cleaner. Verification. Confirm no unused GPOs remain in GPMC or PowerShell output. Bonus challenge. Implementing automation. Objective. Create an automated script to detect and email reports of broken GPO links. Steps. Write a PowerShell script. PowerShell. Copy code. $report path equals C:\temp\brokenlinks.html invoke GPOzor. Type for broken link. File path $report path. Hide HTML send mail message from admin@testlab.local to idiom@testlab.local. Subject GPO broken links report. Body attached is the latest report on broken GPO links. Attachments $report path. SMEP server. SMBP.testlab.local. Schedule the script to run weekly using Task Scheduler. Expected outcome. Regular reports of broken GPO links are emailed to the IT team. Verification. Check the email inbox and verify the attached report.
Very, very good explanation and exercise explaining how we can detect group policy broken links and fix them. If you go to Claude and tell him to create hands-on exercise to explain this topic, let's create a comprehensive set of hands-on exercise to help you understand GPO deletion before across behavior across domains with special attention to cross-domain links and cleanup procedures. Understanding GPO deletion behavior, prerequisite setup. First, let's ensure we have the necessary tools. Install the GPOzor module, import the GPO PowerShell commandlets, create a new folder for the exercise. Then using the PowerShell command, new item, creating and documenting a test GPO. Purpose, understand GPO creation documentation before working with deletion. This is a good approach. So ChatGPT will give us the graphical interface way to create GPOs and maintain GPOs, and Claude give us the PowerShell way. Okay, so we have created this GPO. Here is how we can create it. Step, document initial state, create a function to gather GPO information. So you will create the GPO and then get information about the GPO, which where it is linked to, and a couple of details, and then document this. So all of this will be one script to create the GPO, gather information about GPO, and then export it to a JSON file. Then we have exercise 2, creating cross-domain links. Simulate a cross-domain linking to understand the complexity. Step 1, link GPO to multiple locations. Replace domain names with your actual test domains. So here we can see that we can link it to two domains, okay, at the same time using this script, okay, and he will give you a successful link to. So this is a good thing. Also, this was not stated by ChatGPT, and also the result will be exported in a JSON file. If it's failed, it will tell him fail to link. So this is another script. Then analyzing GPO broken links before deletion. Learn how to properly document and verify GPO links before deleting. So before deleting any GPO, we need to get all the GPOs and where they are linked to. Create a comprehensive GPO report. This will get the GPO, where they are linked to, the permissions, and if there is any broken links before deleting the GPO. Okay. Then this also will be exported to a JSON file. Generate a pre-deletion report. So this all will be in the folder that we have created earlier. Okay, then save GPO deletion. Now we can create a script to delete a certain GPO. Create a save deletion function. Before that, we can. This is a good way to backup before deleting, and then get GPOs or link. Get the links for all of the group policies, and I think we should state after that where it is. This remove link from firm to remove. So here is telling get GPO link, and where is the command to delete the links here? This is GPO link. Okay, remove okay, here it is. This is the remove GP link. So here he will remove the links, but not the group policy itself. So here he is unlinking. So this is a good approach. He will not delete the group policy itself. He will delete or unlink the group policies. Then you can delete it after that. So here we can see, then you can remove it. So this is a good approach. First, we unlink all of the so if you have a GPO linked to different OUs, we will unlink them from all of the OUs. Then we can delete the GPO itself. So this is a good approach. And before that, we will backup. Very, very and excellent approach to our subject using scripts. Okay, verification and cleanup, and how to verify successful GPO deletion and cleanup any remnants. So after deleting the or unlinking and deleting the GPO, now we will have a PowerShell script. This will do what? Check if GPO still exists. Okay. Check for broken links again to check if there is any broken links. Check for cross-domain issues, any broken links to a remote domain. And at the end, I think it will give us a report. So very good. I think this is good also. Challenge exercise, automate GPO cleanup, the same like ChatGPT, giving you a script to delete sorry, not to unlink GPOs and delete them remotely in a remote domain. I think let's see what does it do exactly. Create backup directory if it does not exist. Okay, and then backup. I think it will backup the GPOs, and then so first of all it will backup the GPOs. Okay, create backup directory. Okay, and then first, before deletion documentation, it will get a report of all of the group policies. Then they will back them up. Okay, so this is a report of all the GPOs and their linked location. Then they will back up them off. Handle cross-domain links. Then he will get the links in. So I think this was in the report. Maybe GPO report will get the name of the group policies, not the links, and this will get the links. Then it will begin removing the links for the GPOs, and then delete the GPO at the end, and then would delete GPO, verify, and at the end we will get a result in a JSON file. So okay, this is like script to clean up, which is also automated. At the end, remember these key points while doing the exercise. Always use what if first to test the command, document everything before making changes, verify after each step, keep backups, test in a lab environment first. So very, very good exercise and different than the one provided by ChatGPT. The last thing we need to do to see if there is any security case concerning this topic. How can a hacker take advantage of such a topic? Group policies that have broken links. How a hacker can take advantage of something like that. If you go to ChatGPT and see the answer, it will not be a long one. We will just read it loudly, and then this will be the last thing we discussed today. So let's go and see the exercise. Here you go, lesson learned, and at the end, here you go. This is it, and let's do like that and tell him read out loud this section.
Incident Response Tabletop Exercise. Securing Active Directory. Case Study Overview. An unusual activity has been detected in the Active Directory environment. Several anomalies indicate potential malicious activity targeting group policy objects, GPOs, and privileged accounts. Phase 1. Identification. Simulated alerts and logs. Alert from SIEM. Unusual login activity detected from a domain admin account originating from an external IP. 192.0.2.45. Log entry. Group policy object IT security policy was modified outside of normal change management hours by administrator. Alert from monitoring tool. Newly created user temp admin added to the domain admins group. Additional context. User temp admin was created at 2:13 a.m. The source workstation for the modifications, Workstation 7. No prior activity log for Workstation 7 in the past 30 days. Junior admin analysis. 1. Indicators of compromise, IOCs. Unusual login activity from a privileged account, administrator. External IP address, 192.0.2.45, involved in domain admin account activity. Unauthorized modifications to IT security policy. Suspicious addition of temp admin to the domain admins group. Activity originating from Workstation 7, a previously dormant machine. 2. Initial hypothesis. The incident may involve credential theft or compromise of a privileged account. A threat actor could be escalating privileges and modifying policies to establish persistence. Workstation 7 may be compromised and used as a staging point for attacks. i.e. mentor feedback. Evaluation of findings. Your identification of key IOCs is solid. The unusual login, unauthorized changes, and the suspicious new user are strong indicators. Good hypothesis linking credential theft and privilege escalation. Critical details missed. The time of activity, 2:13 a.m., is a critical factor indicating an automated or stealth operation. Lack of logs for Workstation 7 prior to this activity could mean it's a newly introduced or rarely used asset. Actual findings. This activity is consistent with a pass-the-hash attack, where an attacker uses NTLM hash values to impersonate privileged accounts. The unauthorized GPO modification aims to disable logging and weaken security settings. Tools and techniques. PowerShell. PowerShell. Copy code. Get AD group member, identity domain admins, recursive, to confirm recent changes to group membership. SIEM queries. Search for events with event ID 4720, new user creation, and 4728, adding to a privileged group. Sysinternals PS exec to investigate Workstation 7. Phase 2. Containment, eradication, and recovery. Scenario progression. Further investigation reveals the compromised account, administrator, was used to disable logging via a modified GPO. Junior admin choices for containment. Disable administrator account immediately. Revert unauthorized changes to IT security policy. Isolate workstation 7 from the network. Revoke temp admin's permissions and remove it from domain admins. Justification for action. I would isolate workstation 7 first to stop ongoing activity from the suspected threat actor while preserving evidence. Then, I would focus on reverting changes to critical security settings and disabling suspicious accounts. I.e. mentor feedback. Evaluation of choices. Isolating workstation 7 is a good first step as it disrupts the attacker's current access. Reverting GPO changes is essential to restore logging and security enforcement. Disabling the administrator account is critical but requires communication with the team to avoid disrupting operations. Potential consequences. Immediate isolation may alert the attacker if not coordinated properly. Failure to document the current state before changes can lead to a loss of forensic evidence. Actual steps taken in real incident. Step 1. Isolate workstation 7 using a network access control tool. Step 2. Disable temp admin and remove it from domain admins via PowerShell. Copy code. Remove ADA group member. Identity, domain admins. Members temp admin. Confirm, $false. Step 3. Revert the GPO changes using PowerShell. Copy code. Restore GPO. Name IT security policy. Path C:\backups. Step 4. Disable administrator and reset its password using a secure process. Tools used. PowerShell for account and GPO management. Endpoint detection and response, EDR. Tool for isolating workstation 7. Phase 3. Post-incident recovery and lessons learned. Scenario progression. The attacker's changes have been mitigated, and forensic analysis confirms no further compromise. The team now needs to secure the environment and implement preventive measures. Junior admin tasks. Recommend steps to improve security. Enforce strong password policies for privileged accounts. Implement multi-factor authentication, MFA, for administrative accounts. Regularly audit and backup GPOs. Use a SIEM to monitor privileged accounts. Verify recovery. Confirm logging is restored and security settings are applied. Monitor for further suspicious activity in SIEM. i.e. mentor feedback. Recommendations. Excellent focus on MFA and password policies. Additionally, implement privileged access workstations, PAWS, for sensitive accounts. Use tools like Microsoft Labs for secure local admin password management. Train users on phishing and credential compromise prevention. Verification. Use tools like Presalt/R and PowerShell to confirm GPO application on critical systems. PowerShell. Copy code. Get GPO report. Name IT security policy. Report type HTML. Path C:\temp\report.html. Final summary. Skills developed. Identifying GOCSINAD. Analyzing logs and forming hypotheses. Using tools like PowerShell, SIEM, and GPMC for containment and recovery. Key takeaways. Always prioritize containment and evidence preservation. Proactive measures like MFA, auditing, and backups are vital. Effective communication within the IT team is critical for successful incident response. Bonus. Conduct regular tabletop exercises to refine skills and improve preparedness. Perfect. ChatGPT.
Very, very good answer, but it's not related to the topic that we are talking about, which is GPO broken links, even though it's a very, very good security exercise. Let's see if Claude will give us a more accurate answer. I present a detailed incident response analysis of cross-domain GPO deletion incident that caused significant disruption in a multi-domain environment. Let's see here. A routine GPO cleanup operation in the primary domain resulted in widespread authentication failures across subsidiary domains due to improperly handled cross-domain GPO links. So even though this is not a security issue, but this is a troubleshooting situation. Let's see if this is a good example. March 15, 2024, we have the time, severity high, we have impact 3 domains, 5,000 users, we have duration 4.5 hours. Detection and initial assessment, initial alert time, we have at 14:30, help desk multiple login failures, at Europe domain, medium, monitoring GPO application errors, APAC domain high, security team authentication policy misconfiguration, IT operation cross-domain trust verification failure. So we have a lot of issues here, okay? And I think this is all from maybe the SIM system or event viewer. So let's see here, used initial assessment PowerShell script to get GPO broken GPOs, okay, and broken GPO links, and if there is a problem in the replication, okay, so all of these, to test all of these or to analyze all of these problems to get broken GPOs. If there is a problem with applying some GPOs, maybe the group policy in the sysvol folder is deleted, okay, there is broken links, maybe some group policies are not uh, working because the group policy link is not there anymore. There is a problem with some group policies not applied because of the replication status. Anyway, so you see here all of these findings are uh, exported to a JSON file. Okay, let's see after that affected system matrix. We have corp.local, the main domain. We have 1,200 users affected, 2 critical services, GPO broken links, there is none. We have Europe, 2,300, 5 critical services, 12 GPO broken links. This is maybe a problem because maybe the GPO itself is deleted, but the link is not, or is not, it is there, still there. Okay, let's see his assignment, or let's see his analysis. APAC, we have this users, critical services, and we have 8 broken links. Let's see here, used impact assessment script. Okay, here you go, get broken GPO links for domain, get affected OUs, okay, count affected users. So this is good. He will search for the broken links and the OUs that should be linked to it, and the affected users by this broken link, and then he will tell you the broken link count, affected user count, or affected OUs count. Very, very good. So you will get the broken links, the OUs that they are linked to, and the content of this OUs if it has users or computers. Root investigation. GPO deletion analysis, GPO backup, admin 1, so and so, success, removed. So GPO backup here, they are backing up the group policies. So target OU is SEC authentication policy. So what this mean here, analysis. So here someone removed a group policy and they are analyzing the steps. GPO backup before deleting, remove GPO executed, successful, cross domain link check. This was not done. Okay, so they deleted it from the main office domain, and it was deleted successfully, and the link to the OUs in the main office, but I think the links in the cross domains are not deleted. This was not checked, and it is failed, and policy application failed. So let's see how they will solve the last 2. We have forensic analysis, forensic timeline analysis. They will check for some events, AD modification events. This is, I think, to see when these GPOs are removed or the links. Okay, just see who users have done this, and then we will have, this is the group policy. Okay, so this is related to the group policy modification or deletion. Okay, then we will have process and colert. This is what it will get. I think, okay, I think he is displaying these events and organizing them in front of you on the screen. Okay, just to make sure who has already modified the group policy or who have deleted the group policy, and if there is any I think any events errors or something. I think this is 5136 and 5141. I think this is related to group policy errors or the modification. He say AD modification events. So this is modification of group policies. Okay, this will give us a quick idea who has already backed up the group policy and executed or removed the group policy, so we can know who have done this. Okay, and redemption. Okay, just a moment, guys. So let's continue, guys. You have emergency GPO restore from backup. Okay, so you have restored group policies that are deleted, cross domain link recreation, recreate or remove or fix. This is one thing. GPO process force update. Okay, this is good to apply the group policies. Again, permission verification low. So use redemption script. Here is comprehensive one. What it will do, it will restore the group policies and it will recreate links. Okay, if the GPO still exists, but if it is removed, why we have to make the link again? Maybe the problem was that the link was removed, so he's relinking or recreate the links to the GPOs that are removed. Maybe. Even though I think it is a good exercise. Step force update and get GPO broken links, then recovery process. We have this metric, we have successful logins, we have group policy processing time. It's good if you can have a script to get us this info. Okay, validation script. Okay, here you'll get you GPO status, link, replication status. So all of this will get results concerning the group policy status, if they are linked or not, and the replication status. I think he will use a couple of PowerShell commands: get GPO, ZOR link, and replication status. Lessons learned and recommendation. Table 6 process improvements. Change Manomet no cross domain validation. Implement pre-deletion checklist. Okay. Monitoring delay detection, enhanced GPO monitoring, priority high, documentation, incomplete link documentation, automated link recovery, automated link inventory for the group policies, training, limited cross-domain knowledge, cross-domain GPO training. Okay, the last one, I think, implement script, create automate GPO health check. Okay, this is also to check for broken links and get report of the group policy links in a cross domain. This is one good thing. And the replication status, and send an email to the admin with all of the results of this commands. Okay, in a JSON file. I don't know why he's insisting upon JSON file. Maybe it's good to feed it or import it in other monitoring systems, maybe. And then we have a schedule task to run this command or GPO health report and send it to the admin. But here he didn't tell us, or the SMTP, how he will send it. He should have the SMTP added maybe. Anyway, so this is the incident highlighted the critical importance of understanding cross-domain GPO relationships and implementing proper validation before GPO deletion. The recovery process led to improved procedures, automated monitoring to prevent similar incidents in the future. So this is, we have already discussed this topic, and we have a lot of time spent on this video. In the upcoming video, we will talk about group policies with missing files. Okay, so this is our next topic. Hope this video informative for you all, and thank you all for viewing. Thank you so much.